Bring it a blazing. Thanks for joining me for this edition of Discover UC, brought to us by Astorg Auto.
All righty. Good deal.
Thank you for coming out on such a fine, lovely rainy day.
Liquid sunshine.
There you go. Well, you know, all summer long we were dying for rain.
Yes.
And now it seems
Now
like
we're
getting plenty of it this time of year, but that's okay. Better than snow.
Better than snow and icy roads.
That's correct. So, Donna, how long have you been working here at UC?
40 years.
40?
Well, 40 in March.
40 in March. Wow.
Yes.
And have you always worked in catering?
No. I started out 40 years ago in what we called the CT. It wasn't a coffee tavern, it was the CT. It was a little snack bar. And what is now the dining hall.
Okay.
That was really set up differently than what it is now. They had pool tables, fast food,
Right.
hot dogs, hamburgers, fish sandwiches, stuff like that, French fries, and different things like that. I worked the night shift. Never had done anything, register, cooking, nothing like that in my life.
Really?
Really.
Okay.
And, well, the first couple of void sheets was quite full. Let's just say that. It was quite full.
That's right. Now, that was very student-facing. So then
Yes.
when did you shift over to catering, which is kind of more of a balance of students as well as outside events?
They moved me up to, probably after 4 or 5 years downstairs, they moved me up to the dining hall, and I helped serve, and do pots and pans, work in the dish room, whatever. And then we had a director come in, Andy Minix, suggested that I come to the catering department.
Okay.
And I've been there ever since.
Gotcha.
So, didn't know nothing about that either, but
Okay.
we made it.
You made it. So, 40 years, the university's changed a lot during that time.
For the better.
Good. So what would you say are the biggest improvements that you've experienced while you've been at UC?
A lot more communication. A lot more food-wise. Machinery. Things to work with. Things like that have improved.
Now, we do a lot of events due to our great location. You know, people love to have kind of weddings and kind of business events and so forth. So what are some of the most memorable events for you?
Let's see. We had a tower dinner for Aaron Brockovich in the tower, of course, way back in the day. We've had Betty White, which is good. We've had Mary and I served Lee Greenwood, a country singer at the time. I want to say his name was Dick Cheney. It's been so long ago. And I think vice president or president. And we had him in the ballroom and a big reception and things for that. Starry Night with Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck, stuff like that. Biggest ones I like to do is symphony and wine and jazz.
Yeah. So you've kind of rubbed elbows with some famous people there, Miss Donna.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So those are some great memorable events. What are any that you wish you could forget?
Well, we was talking about that yesterday. There was probably one that, and I can't remember the name of it. There is one wedding that we had that I hate to say it, the bride was a bridezilla. I could not wait for that party to be over with. I mean, really, that was.
She gave you a run for your money.
Well, they just don't understand. Sometimes it's always looks great on paper. Don't always look good in real life. So yeah, a couple of brides, but especially that one.
Gotcha.
But then there's been brides since we've had rain like this, and you wanted to bring them inside for the wedding and stuff, and they said no. When it rains on your wedding day, it's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
So it balances out.
Right. So, what have been some of your favorite things about working at UC?
People you meet.
Mm-hmm.
Different things. When I first started at UC, the first symphony I done, Rosalie Gaziano paid me $75 to do pots and pans.
Mm-hmm.
That was my job, and now it's moved on from that quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I enjoy doing symphony. It was a running joke because you had certain people that run it and done the talking to us and how they wanted stuff, and then you have people out there that wanted certain things done. Well, we just make a running joke. Don't make eye contact. Just keep walking.
Keep your head down.
Keep walking. Keep down. Keep your head down. Keep walking. So, but yeah, I like doing symphony.
It's a great event. It just brings the whole Charleston community together, as does wine and jazz.
Yes,
So
yes,
those are
wine
really
and jazz,
special
yes.
events. Now it's 95 degrees and humid. A little not quite as much
Not
fun.
quite as
but
fun.
For the most part, we've been blessed with some pretty good weather. For
Yes,
those
we
events.
have had symphonies to where a storm would come through and they had to bring everything into what was then the CT.
Mm-hmm.
And we had big tall vases with flower arrangements under a tent, blowing over and breaking, and we're out there trying to hold the tent down.
Yeah.
And we helped there, and it didn't miss a beat. We just kept on with
Right.
it, kept on with it, kept going.
So we're always busy here. Lots of events going on, especially coming out of the pandemic. We're fully booked. So you're here a lot, which of course we greatly appreciate, and that's why so many people in the community and even outside the community who are here periodically for events kind of know you. How do you kind of remember people and remember people's names? You're like terrific at that.
Well, names, I'm not too good. Faces, I remember. Like the gentleman that she brought to the Skybox or not Skybox, but basketball game, Brian Dickerson.
Right.
After I seen him, I knew who he was, but not so much his name. And after he said about his wife and stuff, I thought, I know exactly who they are now.
That's right.
I know exactly. But Bernie Lane, Michael Carey, Maggie from Maggie's Salsa.
Right.
You don't realize what you're doing when you do a little something and step out of your comfort zone or say, well, that child may be struggling for something, so you just try to help anybody like that.
Sure.
And I think that's what, as food service, I think that's what we all should do. You don't know when that child's having a hard life or may not have enough money on a meal. Can't let them all eat free, but if they tell you your story or whatever, help them out.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't want people being hungry.
No.
And thank you for joining me this morning for this edition of
It's been a
Discover
fun
UC.
ride. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Nah, just a ride in a car,
Just
two
a ride in
people
a car
talking.
talking.
But we appreciate everything that you do.
I like working here.
You're probably the most well-known person here at the University of Charleston.
Maybe not so much by the students, but by everybody else.
Yeah, I think a lot of the students know you as well.
It's a good possibility.
Yeah, good.
All right.
Well, thanks, Donna.
All righty.
Appreciate you.